Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna journal about my trip to London. I'm gonna do a voiceover. I just wanted to make this introduction. If you don't care about the trip at all, feel free to mute this video. Put on your own music. I don't mind at all. Um, I already prepped some of the items that I want to use with the double-sided tape on the back so that I won't spend ages cutting them up. So we'll see. Let's go. So I went to London with my friend, and when we used to live together, we always talked about taking a little trip somewhere. We traveled together before, but it was always for a BTS concert. So we wanted to take a trip just for fun, and we landed on going to London because if you're lucky, you can get affordable flight tickets. So all in all, the flights and the hotel, I would say it was affordable. So we arrived in London on the 14th of August, quite early, but it took us a little while to get to our hotel, which was in Paddington. My friend had picked the Point A hotel. It was a nice hotel and it had breakfast included, so we love that because then we didn't have to think about it before, going out. So we arrived at the hotel around 2 p.m. And we thought we could leave our backpacks there and then go out since the check-in wasn't until 3 p.m. But luckily we could check in early, so we did that and we charged our phones and just freshened up a little bit before heading out. Before we went on this trip, I know I did, but I have written down quite a lot of places that I want to go to, and luckily 90% of that was in Soho, Chinatown. So since we had such a short time, that was great for us because then we could just take the tube there and just spend the day in Soho. And so we arrived there and then we wanted to find something to eat, and we ended up at this place called Bao 15, which had, as the name suggests, baos. We each got one and some pickles. It was really good. Not the biggest portion, but it would keep us full, until dinner. So after we ate, we just decided to walk to actual Chinatown, and on our way there, we passed by Muji. So of course I had to go in because I love Muji, and I managed to get or buy two handkerchiefs because they were on sale. I don't think I showed that in my vlog, but I got two handkerchiefs. Sadly, I couldn't find the chocolate covered strawberries that I like so much, even if I went to 3 different Mujis. So we were at Chinatown, and there were so many restaurants and shops to look at. It was crazy. It wasn't as packed, I think, because it was still early afternoon, but later, it got really full. The Lego store and the M&M shop had such a long queue. Luckily I didn't want to go in, or I kind of if the line wasn't that long, I think I would have liked to go into the Lego shop, but it was always such a long line wherever we walked past, so I figured I didn't need to go this time. I don't know where exactly we were going, but we somehow stumbled upon the 6 stories waterstones. So of course we had to go in. My friend and I, we split up, and then I went to each floor and she went to each floor just to look at stuff. And since I recently got into Star Wars, I wanted to see if I could find any Star Wars related books, and I found a couple, but the prices were it was a little bit much, considering the prices here in Norway. So sadly, I passed up on those, but I did get a bookmark, which I really like. And then I think we were walking back to Chinatown to grab dinner, and I saw Toby Donovan. He plays Isaac on Heartstopper, and I did a double take, and I told my friend, that's Isaac from Heartstopper. And it wasn't until we got back to the hotel where an article showed up on the Google Explore thingy that wrote about Tobias, Kit, and Joe walking around London. So I was I think there's what's beside Tobias, but honestly, I just saw Tobias. And oh, I wish I said something. I don't know what I would have said, but I was like, I don't know. Anyways, before before eating dinner, we saw a foyles, which is another bookshop. So of course we had to go in. It was quite big, this one as well. I think it was like 4 stores, 4 or 5. I can't remember, but we just browsed and we got some Paddington stickers, which are really cute. For dinner, we ate at Pop and Suul, which we walked past earlier, and we were like, oh, we can go there for dinner because, you know, we do love Korean food. It's like a modern Korean restaurant. It was alright. I got the tonkatsu, and my friend got the torso bibimbap. I don't think I personally would go back because we actually found a better Korean restaurant the next day, in our opinion. But it was good. Like, it was fine. Dinner was alright. But after dinner, my friend decided to go back to the hotel first, and I just wanted to walk around a little bit because I thought it was still quite early. But then I realized I had forgotten my power bank, or I had my power bank, but not the actual cable, which, oh, like, that is worse than actually having the power bank. Like, not having the cable is worse than not having the power bank at all, because the power bank is like, it's there but I can't use it. So my phone was at 15% and my phone battery dies so quickly. I had to head back to the hotel because I used my phone to tap in and tap out of the tube. So, you know, my phone had to be on to be able to do that. So I decided to quickly head back to the hotel, but I didn't manage to go into like a pop-up mart and like this Korean convenience store to get some snacks. And I barely got into the hotel room before I got the "your phone will shut down in 30 seconds" notification. So I managed to plug in my phone right the minute I walked in. And my flatmate or friend said that there was a bubble tea shop right outside the hotel, so of course I had to get one. And then I also got some snacks at the Tesco nearby, so we could, you know, have some snacks, just relax. And we spent the rest of the evening watching Red, White, and Royal Blue, and then some episodes of Good Omens season 1. So I would say that was a good, good first day. And then the next day, after breakfast, me and my friend decided to split up so that I could go to the places I wanted to, and she could do the same, and then we would meet up for lunch. And I had made a list of places I wanted to go to. And the first, I think I decided to go to Notting Hill first because that was like the furthest, like outside of like Soho, because I had to go to like 2 zones. So I did that. And I'll be honest with you, prior to this trip, I hadn't seen the Notting Hill movie. But since I was already going here for another shop, I thought, why not just pop in? It was a nice, cute little bookshop. I got a postcard, and I did watch the movie when I came home. But the reason why I wanted to go to this area was I saw on TikTok there was a shop that sold Sony Angels. They don't sell them here in Norway, and it's quite expensive to buy them online. So I was like, why not? I might as well, since I'm already here. And it's called London Tree House. Sadly, the selection wasn't the best, and the owner told me that they've been so popular, they sell out right away. I also saw, like, he had a sign for, what do they call this, whiskies, but again, they've been sold out. Luckily, I did manage to get one Sony Angel though, so I was happy. The other plans I had for the day was to go to the museums, especially those with the free entrance. So there was like British Museum, Tate Modern, and there's like 2 others I can't remember the top of my head. I will leave them down below. But when I arrived at the British Museum, the line was so long. It wrapped around like the whole building. So when I saw that, I just decided to skip the rest of the museums as well, mainly because of the lack of time that we had. If I had more time, I would go quite early and get in line quite early, but alas, I wasn't able to do that this time. But there were some books and stationery shops in the area, so at least I could go to those, like London Review Bookshop, Gaze the Word, Present and Correct. So at least, you know, the trip out there wasn't all for nothing. And then I met up with my friend and we went to Little Korea, which is the Korean restaurant that I think is better than Pop and Suul. We went there for lunch and it was so good we actually went back for dinner. But anyways, actually the day before we saw a bubble tea shop called Heytea, but the line was super long, so we figured it had to be good. But you know, the line was so long we just decided not to go. But after lunch we walked past it and the line wasn't too long, so we decided to get bubble tea and it was really good. Like, I understand the hype now. And then there were a couple of shops I wanted to check out, like Choosing Keeping, Artbox, London Graphic Center, and Forbidden Planet. You can watch my vlog to see what I bought. So yeah, before heading back to the hotel to relax a little bit, we went to Daunt bookshops and it was such a pretty bookshop. Didn't get anything, but it was nice just to see. And after that we took the bus back to the hotel and it was a double-decker bus, which I never taken before. That was quite fun. So yeah, we relaxed a little bit before heading back to Chinatown for dinner, and like I mentioned, we went to Little Korea again. Since this would be our final meal, we decided to go all out and get Korean barbecue, and it was so good. Oh, I'm still thinking about it. It was a very good meal. And after dinner, we got some desserts and headed back to the hotel. We had to finish packing since we had to leave around like 2 a.m. to catch the bus to the airport, since our flight would depart at like 6 a.m. So we got to the airport and waited till we could board, and 2 hours later we landed safely in Oslo. My friend and I, we said our see you laters and went our separate ways home. So yeah, that was like the trip. It was very lovely. I'm glad I got to go with a really good friend, someone who, you know, was very chill, because I know that some trips can ruin friendships, but I think this just strengthened ours. Since our time was so limited there were some places I wasn't able to see. Like, I still have a lot of places on my list that I wasn't able to go to, but also like touristy places like Big Ben or Buckingham Palace. But you know, that just means I have to go back, and hopefully it won't be too long until next time. But yeah, that is it for this video. Sorry if this was really quick, but you know, that is just the way it is sometimes. Thank you so much for watching. I will try and link everything I can in the description below, like where we stayed and places we visited and such. But if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to ask and I'll answer as quickly as possible. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!